Okay, call me old-fashioned, but I've got something I want to talk to you about today that just absolutely drives me nuts. Maybe it's driving you nuts. And the absence of what I'm going to talk about today is why so many people fail, so many people are frustrated and keep chasing things that aren't working. I'm Landria, the founder of DigitalExplorers.net. I'm passionate about this. Why? Because it's such a simple fix. Now, okay, business isn't easy if you're an entrepreneur, especially if you're a solo entrepreneur. It's a long road. There's a lot of learning. You got to get mentors. You don't want to do it alone. I don't want to make the mistakes somebody else did. If I can avoid it, I'm going to. But here's one I'm going to share with you today that's so easy to avoid. I'm going to ask you a question. Are you on LinkedIn or any social media and somebody contacts you, right? Especially on LinkedIn. What is it they're doing? They're selling. Selling. I remember when LinkedIn used to be, collaboration, getting to know somebody. Hey, how can we help one another? That's what I go on there for. I'm like, hey, we have synergies. Let's assist one another. This is a great community to do that. But now, if somebody contacts me, my question to them is, what are you selling me? Oh, well, do you need this? Do you need that? And then they have this great pitch, which I know they didn't even look at my profile on LinkedIn. I can tell they didn't. I'm going to help you publish a book. I said I'm a best-selling author. I have a television movie. I have several books out. You didn't even look at my LinkedIn profile. That is insanity. So this is blanket. Let's throw everything out there and maybe somebody will be ignorant enough to grab it and pay me. That's not the kind of client I want. I want to perform well. I want a good match. I don't want to sell anybody. I want to give somebody something of great value. And they actually want to come to me. All I have to do is get in front of them. Here's my stuff. Here's my great stuff. I'm solving your problem. If I don't, then it's not you. It's somebody else. It's not, you don't have this problem. What happened to collaboration relationships? I'll give you an example. Somebody contacted me and, I wrote him back. I said, are you selling me something or do you really want to get to know me? And he said, bye. Now, my first instinct was to write him back and say, if you'd have gotten to know me and established a relationship of trust, integrity, I got to know who you were, you might have gotten a sale because he actually did have a good service. I don't want a salesperson pushing their stuff because they're not thinking about me first. They aren't. Even if they have a good offer, if that's their attitude, they're about the sale. They'll always put the sale first before me. I don't want to work with that. Do you? Well, then don't be that person. All right? So when I go and I talk to people and I'm out there, I'm thinking about, can I achieve your goals? Help you to. Of course, I can't do that for everybody. Can I help you achieve your goals? Am I offering you something that can actually do that? Is it going to solve the problems you have? And then I have to identify those problems. My whole platform's based on solving those problems for things that don't work out there. Find that. Where's the gap? What's missing out there? Create a program where people aren't shoving their sales on somebody. LinkedIn, I'm really disappointed. It's just gotten flooded with people doing mass programs, and then they teach you how to do it. Here's how you get people to buy your stuff. Marketing's tough. It really is. It's not an easy pathway, but if you start with solving a problem, helping people first, something so great, so cool, even if it's not, you don't have to reinvent the wheel. It's nothing new, but just give a different take, a different twist. Do it differently. Find that gap. Why isn't somebody's sales program working? It's easily fixable. And you can make a fortune doing it and feel really good about it, and you'll match with the right clients because they're going to get it, they're going to need it, and then you're focused on solving their problem. Completely consumed with it. I am. Why? Because I love it. That's my passion. What creates success for other people? When they're passionate. When you're talking to them, you know they are. And you know they're just not selling. Buy. Oh, that buy is right. What about that person that says, yeah, we can help each other. You got a cool background. Tell me a little bit more. And they really actually care. Not just saying it because they want to get in and get into my bank account. This isn't an easy road, my friend. Being an entrepreneur, it's more difficult than I think most people can even imagine. And if you haven't heard the podcasts of anybody who's a 7-figure earner, then you might want to, because there's nothing wrong with you if you hit some dips, some bumps along the road, maybe some trenches. It's going to happen. But if you hang in there and you solve those problems for yourself and others, you will be rewarded. Start with that. And if you find that passion, you will be consumed with solving that problem. If you don't have a passion, then it doesn't matter what you're selling. It's going to be about selling, how do I make a sale, right? It's not about the product or service. It's about if it can get me a sale. And that's what's going on out there. And people know that, and they're tired of it. I'm tired of getting pelted with sales pitches all the time. Give me some value. Give me some tips. Help me to be successful. I'm okay with that. I'll buy your stuff if you can do that. But show me. Don't shove it down my throat when you don't even know my name. Offer something. Offer something. You want to do that? Come on board. We're doing it. I want to change the way people do business online. I want to change the way we do business, period. It should be about serving the other first. You will always be rewarded for that, and you're going to build a long-term business. I know people who've hit 7 figures in a very short period of time, serving self. And guess what happens? They go bankrupt. They go under, because that'll eventually bite you in the behind. So if you're serving others, people know you're genuine, you really care, that you love what you're doing. And so even if they don't achieve success, because they're responsible for that too. If you've got something that's a service and they're entrepreneurs, they have to meet you at least halfway. You're not responsible for that, but they will know that it wasn't your fault, that you gave 100%. Start with that, but you got to find that first. You got to find your passion. I hope that you go after that. Yes, you can earn money doing something you love. Don't listen to anybody who tells you otherwise, because what we want to do is match that passion with monetization and a market. There has to be a market for it, and we adjust it to make sure there is. Let's find that match where what you love matches with a demand out there. So there has to be a business aspect to all of this. You can do it. And if you want to learn more, of course, I have free webinars, I have free emails, I'm always giving you tips. Watch my YouTube channel. And yes, of course, I'm in business to do this too. But I want to help you to make good choices. And I want to help you to understand what it's like to be an entrepreneur, what it takes, because you can be successful. So no more spammy pitches out there. Thanks for listening. I'll see you in the next video.